Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the most important life hack that I can possibly give you. Because I talk about tools, habits all the time, processes, but sometimes a lot of people think, well, man, I don't know if I want to spend that much time doing that, or it sounds complicated, it sounds hard. I'll have to commit my time to it. And so I'm going to give you a tool right now that you can implement immediately, and it's going to transform your life. So here it is. I want you to think back to a time when everything was just going right. It doesn't have to be for a period of time, like a season, years, months, or even weeks or days. It could be just one day, right? We've all had at least that one day where everything just seems to be going well. We're just happy. We seem fulfilled. We seem to be exactly where we need to be. Listen, it doesn't matter if this happened to you back in high school. It doesn't matter, right? But you just felt like right. Everything felt right. Nothing bothered you. You were lighthearted. You had a little pep in your step. You were jovial or humorous, yet simultaneously focused, and you felt like everything was in its place. So I want you to think back to a moment like that and think about how great it felt. Maybe you're experiencing that right now, but just think about that day, right? Or that period of time that you experienced. Now, one thing to notice when you experience that, if you do this exercise with me, if you did it, you'll notice that there was no thought of just self-judgment. There was no thought of negativity. There was no thought of self-flagellation. There was no thought of like beating yourself up and feeling critical and feeling angry at other people. There was none of those emotions. Those emotions were not present in that exercise if you did it, right? If you visualize that day. So the key here is to set an alarm. Here's the hack. You set an alarm on your phone that goes off every hour on the hour. So you wake up, you give yourself a little bit of a buffer time because you don't want these alarms, going off immediately, but you give yourself a couple of hours for you to, get up and do what you got to do. And I have an alarm every hour on the hour from 11 a.m. Sorry, from 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. when I go to sleep. So I have 12 alarms that go off every hour on the hour. And all they say is prayer. That's all they say, right? So here are my alarms, right? It says prayer every day, right? See that? It says prayer every day, every hour on the hour. So what I do when that alarm goes off is it's a signal, and you want to pick a tone that you don't use anywhere else. So it's a signal for me to stop, right? I stop everything that I'm doing and I close my eyes and I give thanks, right? And you you give thanks to yourself. You take a deep breath, you send love to your heart, you give thanks to yourself, you express gratitude either to yourself or to God or to somebody that you're thinking of, maybe your parents, maybe your friends, maybe somebody you know, something that happened today, and you think of something good, right? Something that you're thankful for, and then you send love to that thing and also to your own heart, right? So you're reminding yourself to reconnect with yourself. So as we go throughout the day, because oftentimes that cycle is just it's very long. It takes a very long time for us to remember that, oh, we're here, right? We're always doing stuff and having our attention on computers or on phones or on things, people, and we don't really pay attention to ourselves. So what this exercise does is it's a signal for you to stop and you reconnect with yourself. So it's like you're doing this, and then you're taking all of that energy that you're experiencing, and then you're feeding yourself with that energy. So you're expressing thanks, you're showing appreciation, you're telling yourself if something's going wrong, it's okay, I got you, I'm here for you, I'm proud of you, right? Maybe do something with your body. And this is something that I do. Oftentimes, when I do this, when I hit my chest, I did that in the past, many, many years when I was doing practices. And sometimes, say for example, you win, something goes well, and you just give yourself like a fist pump, right? And then what happens is you start to associate that action with the feeling. So every time you do that, every time I do that, I just put my hand right here, right? And I thank God, right? You could thank whatever, right? The universe, somebody that you spoke to, one of your parents. You could think about your friends. You could think about whoever. You could think about yourself, right? If you don't have anybody close to you. But really, what you're doing is you're showing appreciation. Show appreciation for yourself, right? Give yourself some respect. Give yourself some gratitude. You give yourself some grace, right? You remove everything that is holding you back just for a moment, right? Just for a moment, where you just allow yourself to be okay, right? You're just telling yourself that whatever I'm experiencing right now, it's okay, right? You're sending love to that part of you that is judgmental. So you may be in a moment where you're feeling angry or pissed off or depressed, right? And you take a moment and you just connect with yourself, and you can tell yourself it's okay. These things happen, but I just want to let you know that I'm here, and I want to thank you, right, for this body, for this breath. Um, and sometimes you may not feel like you're going to be able to speak to yourself, so you could take a pause, right? Put your hand somewhere, or just like close your eyes and just take a deep breath and just connect with yourself. And you're going to notice that as you do these things, you're going to start to self-generate positive emotions, because you're linking. First of all, you're being reminded. So the alarm is constantly going off every hour on the hour. You're like, oh, wow, again. And sometimes it feels overwhelming in a positive sense, because you get a chance to do this again, to connect with yourself again. So you have these reminders, and you can't ignore them because they're sensory. You can hear the alarm, you could feel your phone vibrating, and you could see it. You're like, oh, okay, right. And then you do it. And as you do that, you're going to start to link the connection that you have with yourself with positive emotions, and your perspective on life is going to change. You're going to start to see things and feel things differently. So forget about, if you can't do all the like the tools, the tactics, it's very complex. This is a good hack that you can use immediately, because this takes literally 30 seconds. So 30 seconds, 12 alarms, 6 minutes, right? So 6 minutes a day, this is what you're doing. Or maybe you want to do a longer prayer, but I hope this video was helpful, because what this fundamental is going to do is going to help you return to the present, return to you, return to love, return to gratitude, return to just a little bit of a positive emotion. Even if you're feeling negative, the fact that you took time to connect with yourself is in itself positive. And if you can't love yourself, you can even tell yourself that you respect the part of you that can't love you in that moment. And even saying that is a demonstration of love, because you're saying to yourself that I want to love you. I want to be able to connect. I want to be able to be grateful, but I just can't do that right now. And even that level of honesty is a demonstration of gratitude, is a demonstration of love, right? So don't underestimate what you can do through your actions and through what you're feeling, because as long as you see things in the right way, you can always return to that. You can always return to that. And just by not making anything wrong in the moment and allowing yourself that space to connect with yourself, because we're always having our attention elsewhere, you're going to immediately start to not only feel better, but feel more focused and be more grateful in life. And you're going to start to see more opportunities, and life is going to start to feel better, and you're going to start to have more insights, and you're going to feel more compelled or motivated to do the things that you want to be doing. So hope that was helpful. I'll leave it there. Please like the video if you liked it, subscribe to the channel. And I've also launched my Skool community, so join me on there. I do 2 group calls every single week. It's free. And if you like the way I explain things, please join, and we can have a conversation one-on-one in a group setting, and we can take it from there. So until next time, I'll see you soon.